for. You don't wanna step to none of my brothers in no war. All my brothers are already, your brothers are unsure. Said my team's blessed, your team's stressed. Don't tell me why would I want something like yo. I don't wanna flow like yours. I don't really wanna cat like yours. You looking all cake to the face. Everybody got a shape like a 4x4. You don't wanna step to none of my brothers in no war. All my brothers are already, your brothers are unsure. Said my team's blessed.
Hey everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Rap Resume. This is your host Tom Kwei here. We've had a crazy weekend of battle rap. We're still in the aftershocks of SM8 and so many reverberations for so many reasons, and one of the biggest ones that everyone was looking forward to was Gem versus Soul, and I have the winner of the battle here. Gem, how's it going?
Yo, I didn't even know you thought I was the winner. Rotted.
Yeah, I told you at the event. I don't know. I mean, you was.
I was proud. I was in the zone. But big respect for that, man.
Oh, of course, man. I mean, I think it was pretty undeniable in the room. I mean, we'll get to the battle as well.
Yeah. And shouts to Soul for actually putting on that. We fully put on for the scene this time.
Yeah. No, definitely. And like, I know you buried the hatchet. I know you like. There wasn't any hatchet to bury, but you were in Nando's and shit.
If you looked at me, if you look at me when that shit, I wasn't angry during that shit. Like I wasn't ever angry during that shit. Like I feel like it just happened, didn't it? I had no intentions of anything. Even when I pushed him or he pushed me, like I still weren't mad. I'm like, yo, this thing, like I go through real madnesses. This I want real. But anyway.
Yeah,
I want to talk about verses. Let's go.
Let's do. So I should say we are doing this live. So anyone that's got any questions for Gem throughout the thing, we'll get to them at the end of the episode as always. But yeah, let's talk about fucking verses, man. Like, you know, I saw it in the cinema. We've done the reviews, had the director on and all that sort of stuff. And obviously you have the mini cameo. But what was the first step? Did let you know this was going down? And when was it? Was it like 2017 or?
Shit, no, it wasn't even 20. Yeah. It was. I got the first. I did auditions. There was a few of us actually. The day of. Do you remember the day? What was that other league that was a UK Battle League? Koje's one with the unoriginal name.
UKBL, yeah.
Yeah, the worst name of any battle league ever in the world. How are you calling your league UK Battle League? Like, 1 + 1 = 2. That's my new catchphrase. It was the day of that they had loads of us down to do auditions. I did an audition it was me, Scoop and Wilsey. We was all in like one room, and they like threw random scenarios at us, like, yo, and we just had to like freestyle random situations that they threw at us and just act them out with the rest of the actual actors that were there to audition. And then there was Quill was there, Pedro was there, Impact was there. I can't remember everyone who was there.
Right.
None of us got roles in the film, innit? To be fair, I keep it 100. None of us got the acting roles in the film, but that's when I first knew about it. And then I think was the one who obviously brought me on board, along with Shuffle T and Tony D. And then I got my first email about that literally January 2017, so nearly like 2 years ago now.
Crazy.
So that's when it all started getting in motion, like the writing side of it.
Yeah, because I remember like you guys sharing a picture of like you just guys at a table.
Yeah, just at a table, at the round table. Yeah, us man at the round table.
Yeah. And I was so fucking curious because I thought it was linked to. Do you remember when Don't Flop and did like that Don't Flop in schools sort of thing, and they did like a few workshops. Like that's what I thought it was. I didn't really know what it was. So how many sessions were there, and how long were you writing for to make it into the script?
How many sessions were there? Yo, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you how many sessions there was. There was a lot of sessions, and a lot probably being around maybe 15, maybe less,
Jeez.
Maybe more, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. I can't remember. And it was like a few hours each time. Sometimes you meet up with the people the directors and the producer, which was Ed Lilly and a guy called Bennett. And Ed Lilly's the person who wrote the script.
Yeah.
I think he wrote it all himself, don't quote me. But the two people we was working with was Ed and Bennett. There was like our peoples that we was literally like in touch with throughout the whole thing. Sometimes we'd have to go down to like their office or wherever they was, and we'd do a session with them in a room, and they'd like be watching our creative process. Like everything we wrote was like, it was almost scripted, you know what I'm saying? So they told us like the shit we had to talk about, if that made sense. Like, yo, in this verse, we want it to be about this, and about this, you got to talk about this, this and that. And it was a hard process at the same time, because this is very, it was in, like, we're writing within a box, if that makes sense. Like, we're not creating the narrative. There's a lot of things we can't say. We got to make it applicable to the character. Like, he couldn't talk, he couldn't rap like me. Like, the biggest frustration was writing with fucking Shuffle T and because these men fucking have rules that I can't. No, Er's the worst person to write with because he has rules of writing. I tell him this all the time. Like, he get us and be like, no, that's not like a 4-bar, and it's like, it has to be that's not a bar, that's more than a bar. I'm like, bruv, it's battle rap. There's no limit on what a fucking bar is. He's like, no, that's not a bar. It's too many words and all this extra shit. And obviously, me and Shuffle writing together is like polar opposites, which was fun. Like, I'd be like, yo, we should say you should shank someone, and he'd be like, yes, doth want to shank you, and all this shit. Like, but no, it was fun. Like, we got mad like creative doing that thing, and that like started some other stuff that we've got started now. That started plans that we made from there that we started recently. Yeah.
I see a lot of hints and stuff asking for verse topics, and whatever that'll come. Who wrote the lesbianage bar, which is probably the biggest punch in the film? Do you remember who wrote that?
I can't remember, but I know it wasn't me.
Okay.
I know it wasn't me. I know the bits I wrote. The bits I wrote was I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking it was Tony. I think it was Tony, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right. Yeah.
I give that credit to them, man. That whole lesbianage shit was them, man. It weren't me.
And obviously, you are in the film briefly as well. So
yeah. Was Tony. Was Tony as well.
Oh yeah, he got cut, right?
He got caught. It was hurtful. But obviously, them things happen in the editing process.
Yeah. But what was that like being on set?
To be real, I was only on set for one day. I was on set and I jumped on a plane like the same day I was on set. So I was literally on set for about 5 hours maybe. Like, and I was literally, it was cool. Like, I was like, Shotty was there, was there. They were the only 2 battlers that were there on that day, because obviously I think Shotty was filming for probably like 3 weeks or maybe a month straight, maybe less, maybe like 2 to a month straight. But it was cool. Like, it was a different environment, and it's being creative in a different way, because instead of like having to write battle verses where like you can say whatever you want, it's like, all right, I have to say it in this way. I have to think, I was asking them all these questions like, yo, what's this type of rare like? How does he talk? And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, is he more like me? Or is he more like Shuffle? Is he like, where's like the spectrum of like what I'm going for in it? Because I've got to know. Like, they literally, even in some places, yo, I wrote a verse and they're like, yo, we don't think he'd say like blood or fam or something like that. I'm like, oh shit, like, all right, cool. Like, I wrote a verse and I was like, yeah, he said fam, and they're like, yo, we don't think he don't talk like that. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, so it was cool that we all got to see each other's writing process as well, which was like, I've never done that. I've never written bars with other people. Like,
yeah, that whole collaborative aspect, like, it's like being in a writer's room or whatever. Like, it must have been so much fucking fun, because you're all like incredible writers. Like,
it was fun. Like, there was definitely struggles with it, like, just because certain things we struggled with, just to not really struggled, but it was just a challenge. You know what I mean? Like, it was definitely challenges, but the shit was proper fun. Like, we cracked so much joke in that shit.
I should say as well, the film isn't in cinemas anymore, so people, please go pick it up on video on demand, when it comes out. Gem's kind of in a montage. Do you battle Pagey Cakes? Is that right?
Yeah, I battle Pagey Cakey. Yeah. I remember, and I cut bars out of it, because I literally, like, I only had to spit like 8 or fucking 30 seconds worth of bars in it, and I was like, I was meant to lose the battle in it, and obviously I said this to them. I was like, yo, I'm supposed to, because they were just like, you're like, they didn't say nothing about what I'm supposed to say. Like, for me, they was just like, write battle bars. And I was like, all right, but I'm supposed to lose this, remember? And they're like, yeah, it's cool. We're just going to make a crowd reaction more than yours. I was like, all right, cool. Because I was like, I can't spit certain bars. Then it's like, I have to try and either sound whack. But the way they montaged it works, you know what I mean? The way they montaged it worked well. But I remember I had a bar and I was like, nah, I'm cutting this out, because it weren't like too good, but it's like, it sounds good for TV, if that makes sense. Like, and I was like, nah, that's like, I have to lose this battle. But it was fun. Like, that's like, it was crazy. Hopefully, I've been speaking to the directors and the producers still, and hopefully they do more stuff. Like, so hopefully we see more of them, because it's a good thing for just battle rap and just the UK in general. Like, so hopefully they continue doing stuff like that, which involves battle rap in their films.
And the premiere tie-in then with Cortez, which was broadcast to cinemas nationwide, which is amazing. Like, how did that come about?
That was just part of that was via the people that were funding the film. They wanted they wanted two battles. One at the mine wasn't. I don't think mine was called the premiere. Mine was open. Mine wasn't a premiere. Shuffle T's was the premiere.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's the premiere, because the premiere I think is before the film comes out, innit? So his one was at the premiere, and mine was at I think it's like opening day or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and that's when it actually came out for everyone. That's when the first day the film actually came out. So we was at the premiere for Shuffle T and Jazz. That was really good. It was a nice little after party. I got loads of free pizza. It was sick. Like, just loads of free food and free drink. Yeah. I'm always blessed with that. Oh, yeah. And then my one, they just needed two battles, and obviously we're the battlers they know, so they picked me and Shuffle T. And then as soon as they told me what it was, because I had no plan to battle in the whole of 2018, if I'll be real. I didn't have a plan of battling. I've been doing a lot of music shit. So when they approached me with that, I was like, all right, this is one I can't say no to, just because it's big for the UK scene, and bruv, like, live in the cinema, that shit's crazy to me. Like,
yeah, it's amazing.
And it was a film I was part of, you know what I'm saying? I was involved in the film. It still adds to me being in the film. Like, they'll see me battle, then they'll see me in the film and just shit like that. Like, even for that little scene. And even seeing my name on the credits, like, that was mad for me. Like,
and how was the battle with Cortez? Like, I haven't seen it. I think most people haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was good. Like, I keep it real. He was late. Right. He was late. And because, like, it was timed with the cinema, with the battle obviously was meant to play in the same time where the adverts runs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because he was late, and he was hella late, we had to literally cut it to one round. It was a 3-round battle, and we had to cut it to one round. I think it was good. Like, I think I won. I think it was a good battle. Like, I don't really look at it dead serious. Like, he said some fire shit. I said some fire shit. I feel like I ended on some strong shit. I ended with a little Spanish thing. I spat bars in Spanish, and it ended fire. And it was kind of like the perfect place to cut it. I just kind of wish I knew it was a 1-round. I just would have wrote the 1 round. Yeah. But I only got it was like 3 2-minute rounds. I only got through like a round and a round and a half or something, because it had to cut off in time for the film to start. But it was a good battle. Like, it's definitely like a rewatchable battle, in my opinion. Like, it's definitely one you can keep rewatching. It's a fun battle. You got Jazz the Rapper there, Clips was there, DNA was there, Saga was there on his side, so it just looked good. Like that, you know what I'm saying? It looks good. I want to see it back on camera though, I know I won, but I just want to look at it because the settings was good. But Cortez has fire. Like, I picked Cortez. They offered me a lot of names, and like, I picked Cortez because I was like, nah, he's always comes with it. And to be honest, I love the way he raps. Like, I love the way he raps. Like, a lot of people do the whole generic just fucking punchline. And he actually raps. Like, he doesn't have to just spit a punchline. He can talk. He can create stories. He's very like visual with the way he raps. So shout out to Cortez. He a cool ass nigga as well.
I mean, was it like 100 odd screens it was going out to nationwide?
Yeah, like 120 or something like that.
That's so great. Like, it's so cool they did that, and like, you know, the fact that you guys were first.
Yeah, the first, like the first in the world. Like, that shit's crazy to me. I was like, yo, like, that's another thing. Like, that just adds to. Just like my story, that's how I look at it. That's another thing that adds to my story. Like, this whole thing for me is a story. So like, that was crazy. And then Summer Madness after that was crazy. Just two like big things for the UK. Like,
giant things, and you're there at the forefront of both of them.
And to be honest, it happened at a fucked up time. Happened at like the worst time, But I had to do it. Like, I didn't really want to do either of those battles with a lot of the other shit man had going on. But I was like, nah, I can't not do these things, innit? Like, regardless if I win, lose, or draw, you know what I mean? It's like, I have to do these things. Like.
So let's get to SM8, which obviously everyone was excited about anyway, but I remember there was some 15 Minutes of Fame interview with Smack about 2 months ago or so. He's talking about the card after SM7, I think it was, like, being disappointed in all the MCs. I had sort of a Vegas jolly out there, and it was a bit of a damp squibbing event. And he was saying, the card's fire, and also we're going to have a UK versus UK matchup on the card. And most people immediately kind of thought it was going to be you or Shocks or, obviously Soul was going to be involved. There's a few people in the pot. Like, I've heard you speak about on other interviews and stuff that the negotiation was long form and it took a while to get to this point. When did they first reach out to you? When were you first aware this was going down?
The reason the negotiation was long was it wasn't even a negotiation. Once I actually spoke to someone from URL, it was quite quick until a situation with me happened, and I couldn't speak to anyone for ages. Right. But basically, it was because they was going through I think, or like and Avocado to speak to. Was chatting to me about it. Avocado, I think, spoke to Soul about it, and then I think was telling me like he weren't getting too many responses, and I was like, yo, is this happening or not? Like, because I'm at a point where, first of all, I know they do contracts, so with them, it's like they have to give me a contract for me to know I'm doing this, and I know that's how they run their business, innit? Mm-hmm. So, and to be fair, from now, I think that's how I'm gonna run my shit, just in general. Like, any league, just send me a contract. Just do it properly, like, and then we can have everything hashed out in the contract, so they're happy, so I'm happy. But yeah, it took a while, and I remember telling Sol, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna write for you until like I speak to someone from URL. I was like, because I'm not writing. I had too much going on with like my EPs and the show I was doing with Yizzy performing and that. I was like, yo, I don't have time to write for something that's not gonna happen. And I was like, I'm not gonna write 3 rounds for you and just turn up to Summer Madness when I haven't spoke to nobody from URL. And I remember telling him one day, I was like, yo, no one gets back to me soon. It's just not on in it. And then I remember telling him, I was like, yeah, I'm not on it no more. Like, it's not happening. And then Chico hit me up like the next day or the same day. And I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. And then they sent me the contract. I had a lot of issues. Not issues, no. I had things I wanted to put in the contract. I wanted to make sure the battle comes out within 2 months. I wanted that in my contract.
Yeah, I love that you did that.
But yeah, it's just... like, they were cool about it. They like, I'm not saying that. Like, they was blessed. Like, Chico from URL, he's a good guy. Like, anything I wanted to sort out with him, we sorted it out proper quickly. They sent it over, and then I had a mad situation, and then no one could get through to me for time. So I don't know what they was thinking, and I had to wait. Where's my phone? Oh shit! Is that my phone or your phone?
I think it's yours.
Alright, so I'll move this shit. And then no one could get through to me, innit? So I had to wait, and then I went on holiday. So in between the show, I went on holiday. I had a madness, and I had to go on holiday like 2 days later. And then when I come back, I had to sort out. I was calling Chico in Portugal. I was calling Sol in Portugal. Like, yeah, I was gonna back out, but no, it's still on. Like, fuck that, it's still on. Because by the time I was gonna pull out when I was trying to get through to them, I'm not gonna lie, I was calling them, I was telling everyone, I was telling like Bagnall, I was telling Tox, I was like, yo, telling Scoop, yo, get Sol to holler at me, because I wanted to pull out the battle because I had a lot of shit going on. Yeah. And then, you know, when like 3-4 days passed, and I was like, by the time I got through to them, I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm back on it. Mm-hmm. But nah, like, the negotiations with them was cool. Like, it just took a while because they probably just thought like we'd be on it just from it being Summer Madness, which like I get 100%, but it's like I need to speak to someone who runs the league. Like, I can't turn up to a battle event just on a whim and just expect them to put me on the main stage, and if they don't, I'm just gonna be pissed off. I could, like, in my head, I was like, yo, I could turn up to the door and they'd be like, yeah, you're not battling. If I hadn't spoke to no one from there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nah, it was good negotiations. Like, everything with them was cool. They're blessed. Like, the way they do business, money wise and shit was great. Like, just how efficient they were. Not even saying like the amount. I'm just saying how efficient they were with it. How quick everything got done once we were speaking. But yeah, no, it was just a great look. I just hope they fucking come back. Like, I hope we get an event like that every year.
Yeah.
I hope we get a smack event in the UK at least once a year.
Yeah,
like 100%.
And if they come back for a Summer Madness 9 or their own imprint over here, they don't need to bring back any of the MCs that were there on Saturday, and they'd still have a killer card. It's mad the depth.
Bruv, you was there, innit?
Yeah.
Bruv, that shit was crazy, man.
Best event I've been to.
Crazy. I know, bro. That shit was... And that's the thing that makes me sad sometimes when I see what the fans say. It's like, yo, if you're not in that building, you don't understand what you're missing.
Yeah.
Like, you really don't. You can't comment on the events that you ain't at. It's like when people used to comment on Battle of the Brave. I was like, bro, if you was in the room for Battle of the Brave, no matter all the fuck shit that went on, no matter how many rounds it got shortened to, yo, that shit was crazy. The vibe in there is different. Like, I was watching battles, even when they're watching Geechee Gotti and Rum Nitty on screen. I was upstage. I was upstairs in some little back area. I know I wasn't supposed to be in here. I'm not even gonna lie. I just went upstairs. I see some stairs. I was like, yo, I'm going up here to go through my rounds here. And I could hear it, and I could hear them pausing it, the crowd going mad, them playing it again, and everyone is saying the bars. Like everyone is repeating the bars with the screen. And that's what they were doing with the battlers. Like, yo, you could bring a bar back. If you got mad reaction, you bring a bar back. Yo, they are all screaming your bars. Like, they were so engaged. And nobody moved. Like, nobody moved. Like, yo, they were standing for 7 hours straight. Yeah. Like, nobody went for a cigarette. Nobody went. Because the people wanted to keep their spots. Like, yo, I didn't get a space. I had to go stand at the back with Jay Black on his little platform. To be fair, that was the best place to stand. Like, you got the best view from there. And that's how it looked on. I could see that how it was getting edited on Avocado's computer. Shouts to Avocado.
Oh, yeah.
I could see it, so I was like, "Raw, the battles look crazy." I was like, "Yo, it actually looks like a smack event in America." That's how it looked, like on that screen. So that event was crazy. I just hope they come back. I hope I get a chance to do that again and come like 50 times better than I did against Soul. Just in general, just the performance, just everything. Like I want another shot at that shit. Like that shit was crazy.
Yeah, like, you know I've wanted you versus Chess for years now.
Yeah, like if they come over here, they can book me against anyone. I don't even care if they could put me against someone trash. It ain't even about that. I just want to be on that stage in front of that crowd again. Like I've seen that crowd twice now. I've seen them at Battle of the Brave and I saw them the other day. Like, that crowd is just, I don't know, they just feel like they're so happy to be there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They feel so appreciative, like, and they're just happy to be there. Even the booing, even if they booed me, it's just like, yo, I love that. Like, not what happened to Soul and shit, but yo, I just love that. Like, I love the energy. It's like, yo, fuck it. If they don't like it, they're going to let you know there. It's just more gritty. It's more ruthless. And then the fans are just, even if they boo, like, yo, I see fans that booed Soul coming up to him and they were like, yeah, I booed you, but it's not like that. And like, it's not even a disrespect. They're just engaged. Like, they feel like they're part of the battle. And they were, like, them fans to me was part of the battle.
And, let's talk about the content in the battle. Like, I mean, your first round, people have been going crazy about this round online. People have been sieving to a certain extent. I don't really get it. I mean, fake personals just exist in battle rap. Like, the fiction's part of it.
Put it this way, wait. All right, this is what I'm going to say. I know Soul as a person,
Yeah.
So I don't battle people pretending I know. Like, I never battle someone with shit I know about you as a person. Mm-hmm. I'm going off the shit you say as a battler. When I step in that ring, I pretend I only know you as the battler. I've never gone in a ring being like, yo, you called me that time, or that time you was out, and we weren't battling, and you was drunk. And I don't do that shit. So if I didn't know Soul, and I wanted to say, yo, you call Caustic a what? That's a racist word. I'm allowed to make a racist angle. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing this weird shit they're saying I'm doing or made up personal. It's not made up. It's me saying something that I'm slightly exaggerating. Of course I am, but Soul knows he should, like, Soul deep down, he knows he shouldn't have said that shit.
Right.
Like, no, he's not racist, fine, but if I didn't know Soul, I could say that. That's what people don't get. If I didn't know Soul from being around him, not battling, I could say what the fuck I like. If I'd be like, right, I watched this battle, my man called him a racist word, he must be right. Like, I couldn't do that. Like, I'm not supposed to have some weird, the fans want you to have this weird moral when you battle for some weird reason, like, but let's be real, and I've said this before, if it wasn't Soul, they wouldn't care. If it was Censor, if it was Yunnan, they would not give a flying fuck, and you know that. It's because it's Soul.
Yeah.
Like, which is cool, and shouts to Soul, like, I don't care if you think I lost, you're allowed to think I lost. That's fine. Like, that's fine. If people have reasons for thinking I lost without sounding emotionally attached to the situation, I'd hear you out, but everyone who's saying a lot of things, they sound emotional about it, and that's where you lose me in an argument. Like, you got to talk from logic, not emotion, and not expect me to have weird, like, strange battle rap morals. Like, like, that's what they're talking like. I'm supposed to, like, I'm morally wrong for the shit, and it's just like, yeah, that's the weird thing to man. It's just like, I'm not morally wrong for it. Like, it's a cheap angle, and that was me. It's like, yo, but it's a cheap angle to call someone a wop.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, you have to play at both sides of the field. You can't not hate me if I did this to Censor or Yunnan, but hate me because it's Soul. And it's like, I respect Soul's fan base. I respect the work he's put in because he deserves the respect he gets 1,000% And I'll be the first to say that Soul deserves every bit of fanness he gets. But you still got to treat everyone the same. But it's battle rap where that don't happen. It's a favoritism thing. Yeah. Which is cool. Like, I'm blessed with that. But I'm self-aware, so I know what it is. I said it in my trailer. I said it in the trailer. Yeah. I was like, if you win, everyone will be happy. And if I win, they'll be making excuses for you. And I'm not saying they're making excuses for Soul, but they're defending him in a next way. And even Soul was jumped out the window and was like, yo, I don't know why everyone's defending you like this.
Yeah. I mean, I spoke to Soul really briefly at the end of the event. I didn't really know what to say. I just said good battle, and he just paused for a second and laughed at me. So, I think he understood that.
I thought it was a good battle.
It was. It was. Yeah.
Like, definitely I could have done better. Definitely both could have done better. Like, everyone's like, you catered your shit for the crowd. And it's like, bruv, Soul even catered his shit for the crowd. Don't. Like, even he said it to me. He's like, of course he catered. He's like, I catered my shit. Like, I changed my shit up for the crowd. It's like, you've got to do that. Like, you're stupid to not cater your stuff. Yo, I cater my stuff for the crowd I battle in front of now. You think I battle in front of who I battle of. This is what I mean about self-awareness. I don't say certain shit because I know the crowd I'm battling in front of. Like, I don't care for this whole, yo, I'm trying to win, cool. I still talk the same shit, but I'm going to do different varieties. Yo, if I went to Dub Scandal or some shit, or King of the Ronalds, not that I have, but I'm saying if I did, I'm going to be editing my shit for that type of fan base. Like, you're not smart if you don't do that type of shit. Like,
yeah, I mean, there was still the Gemin1 in there, though, still with your culture. Yeah. Like, give these voice to these pussies like Shrek 2 and stuff like that. Yeah, like, that was your sort of cheeky kids buzz. I actually had to look up WAP, because I knew WAP was an insult, but I didn't really know what it meant, like you were saying.
That's what I said, yeah.
It means without papers. I don't know if you knew that.
Ian Solomon told me that.
Yeah.
Ian Solomon told me that. Because I didn't know what it meant when I just said racial slur for Italian, innit? And I was like, all right, cool. Like, and you know me, if you do this extra shit, I'm gonna make an angle there. It's like, bro, like, it is what it is. Like, Soul doesn't care. I don't care. No. Like, to me, it's old news already. That's how I feel. It's already old news. The battle's done. Like, we should just be happy the battle happened. Like, that's how I feel.
No. And it was a good.
There's too much talk about, yo, you lot should rematch on the UK stage. It's like, bro, me and Soul don't really care to fucking rematch. If we did, it wouldn't be anytime soon. It's like, yo, be real. If Soul bodied me 3-0, no one would ask for a rematch. Nobody would be asking for a rematch if Soul bodied me, and you know that.
Yeah. It's been great to see, though. Like, I listen to a fuck ton of these US battle rap podcasts, like Champion and Black Compass and Let's Talk Battle Rap, and they've been praising this battle. They love this battle.
Yeah, like, I've seen a lot of people from the American side show love, and that's what the fans, I think, in the our kind of weird cult fan base don't really get. It's like, this almost wasn't for you lot as much as you wanted it to be. This was for a bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying? This meant more than just doing it for the 4,000 people in the forum. Like, this was about drawing in new fans. This was about the American side of people fucking with us, because they don't half the time. Like, let's be real. There was 600 fans in that building that openly say they didn't know who me and, like, they knew a lot of people knew who I was because of Battle of the Brave. Mm-hmm. But before that, they don't watch me. They don't watch UK battle rap for a lot of reasons. So we are trying to tap into a new fan base.
Did you see John tweeting about you?
Yeah, I did. Fucking, that was love. Like, shout out for that shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Good. But he shouted me out when I battled Clips as well.
Yes, yeah. I mean, like, are we going to see you on Bullpen, or?
Hey, if John wants to shout me for Bullpen, and I can make that happen for a lot of reasons, then I'll do that. Like I'm happy to go out there. I'm happy to do things that are actually different right now, because we got to do things that draw fans back to this shit right now, because we've turned away a lot of fans. This is what people don't realize. We have turned away so many fans. We turned them against UK battle rap. There's people that openly say, yeah, I don't watch this shit no more.
Yeah.
We're trying to build the scene back up. And this is why I don't take every battle, because certain battles don't really matter for the scene. They just don't matter. Like, win, lose or draw, it's not going to bring in new fans. It's not going to do anything for me. It's not going to do anything for the scene. That's why I talk about self-awareness. Like, self-awareness is low in battle rap.
I mean, did you think Soul maybe showed a lack of self-awareness when he went for the whole "I beat Tony D," you're his son angle in the verse? Like, that's just.
I mean, yeah and no. Like, yeah. But even I said things in about that was like strictly for the normal fan base that didn't go off the way they would have in the Don't Flop crowd. Sorry about when I say that, but I just call battle rap in the UK, I still say a Don't Flop crowd because that's still a bit of what it is to me.
Yeah.
But the crowd we're accustomed to. Like, I said, I pretended to choke in my first round and I was like, nah, don't get it twisted, blood. I'm not Tony or some shit. That would have popped if I dropped down any type of UK battle stage.
Yeah.
It went off a bit, but half the people in the building, no disrespect to him, they still don't know Tony.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah.
They don't know what I'm talking about. They don't, or if they know Tony, they don't know why I'm pretending to do that because they ain't seen Soul vs Tony. They don't get it. And I was stupid doing them things. I was in the middle because I didn't know what the fans would be like. That's what I mean. So I'm like, yo, I don't know if it's going to be like Battle of the Brave. I didn't know if Battle of the Brave was like that because they had bonkers on the card, because I know the people that ran the event knew hella man them and they brought all their dons in, because they had Big Tobes there, Daneo. I didn't know if Battle of the Brave was based on solely the battlers on the card. So I didn't know if that crowd was going to be there. So I was still in the middle with my shit. As in, yo, is this going to work? Is this going to work? So I tried to do a bit of both. But that crowd, that was like the first time seeing me in Soul ever.
Yeah.
So you've got to treat them like that. People are like, oh, you did this. It's like, yeah, but I'm not treating it like it's you lot. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, and it was, you were introducing angles that they wouldn't be familiar with, that we would, like in your second, the whole, Soul's international girlfriend.
Yeah, it's like I have to explain who you are, like, you know what I mean? And Soul did the same with me, like, bruv. Let's keep it real. People do old angles, like, fine, my angle as well. Bruv, calling me anything to do with Tony D is fucking retarded to me.
Yeah.
I did not know Tony before I met Tony.
Right.
Me and Tony don't even rap the same. In any way, to me, we don't rap anything alike. The only thing you could say about, the only comparison with me and Tony is the way we look. If I was 6 foot and black, you would never compare me to Tony. I don't rap. You can go with my videos from back in the day when I was 16. I've been rapping this way since a child. I had a fan come up to me. I had one fan, he's like, bro, I've been listening to you since Sneaky days. That was a bro I used to rap with since you was rapping with Sneak. That was when I was 15 years old. He's like, you had the whole I'm ruthless like I can't afford a house shit when I was like 15. So back then these were bars, like, you know what I mean? But I always had punchlines. Like I can say bars, I can post shit of mine and be like, raw, Gem actually has always been rapping like this. That's why I did battle rap. That's why when First hit me and Raw's hit me up straight away like, yo, this is your chance, bruv. Like, yo, you should do it. You've had them bars sitting on your phone that you can't put in tunes for years. And I never even thought about battle rap, but I just had loads of wordplay that didn't go on tunes. And I used to spit punchlines on every tune. And now I'm happy that I don't have to do that. Like, doing battle rap made me realize, yo, I can show my lyrical side in battle rap. And now when I make music, I can just make the music. I don't have to focus on trying to impress everyone with how good my bars are, because battle rap's the place I get instant respect for that. I spit a hot bar, it gets reaction. I spat bars in battles I wrote when I was 16, and I can bring them up for everyone who thinks I'm lying. Because it didn't pop back then, so I was like, yo, I'll revamp this bar, Even that Shrek 2 bar, I had that when I was like 16.
Yeah. I mean,
keep it real. Like.
Yeah, people went crazy for it. What happened with the altercation as well? Like, it was kind of hard to see from the back, like.
As I said, I went mad. Like, there was no part of me that was angry like thought, yo, we're gonna fight, or yo, I'm gonna bang you. There was nothing I know real situations from just like this, like that weren't real. I feel like I said, yo, I felt like I could feel so on me, like when he was rapping, he was proper close to me, and I might be wrong, and I felt like I moved my arm to like not push him, just make a barrier that's like, yo, space yourself kind of thing. And he pushed me, I pushed him, but I said, he thinks it happened different, I think it happened different. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, yo, well, that's like my bad, innit? Like, but it's not that deep. I can feel like why Soul felt like his back was against the wall, because that room was against him for a bit. Like he I could get that mentality, yo, fuck everything right now, fuck everyone. Like, so he was probably ready to swing more than I was. Like, I keep it real because I wasn't mad. You got to remember, I wasn't mad. In his head, he's probably thinking, yo, fuck Gem, fuck this room, fuck all these niggas in the crowd, fuck everyone. So when that happened, it probably made it worse for him. You know what I'm saying? Just in his head, like mentally wise, and I can get that. I was never mad. Like, you see me, like I seen a clip of it. He's going mad. He's going mad. Like, he wanted to kill man. And I'm just there like, yo, don't touch me. Just, I was cool. Like, everyone's holding me back and I'm just cool. Like, not as in like I was best with what happened, but I was like, yo, like, I'm not angry. Like, I ain't angry on a level where I want to fight you.
Yeah.
And even after he asked me, he's like, yo, and I was like, bro, battle rap, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like, deep, bro. Like, but I can get where it comes from. Because in the same situation, I'd probably be flipping the fuck out. I'd probably be flipping the fuck out if I just felt like, yo, this room's against me. What? This bullshit happened. Yo, I'm ready to bang him in his face right now. That's probably how Soul felt. And if I was in Soul's shoes, I'd probably feel the exact same way.
I mean,
in that moment,
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? In that moment, like, I can understand like why you'd be like, yo, I'm ready to bang Gem. Because if that whole room happened to me, like, and then that shit happened and Soul did it to me, I'd be probably the same or fucking worse. Like, he handled that whole situation great. Like, Soul's a fucking legend for that shit, man.
Yeah. He's fucking...
Not even a bullshit with me, just the way he handled that shit. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't even want to talk... Like, to me, it's moist even saying I had some fucking battle rap into it. Yeah. To me, that's fucking moist.
Yeah. I mean,
but I don't look at it like that. Like, I don't, because I just don't. Like,
no, and Soul's like...
And I wasn't trying to punk Soul, man. I wasn't trying to punk Soul. I don't think Soul's a pussy. I don't care. Like, I don't care for that shit. Like, it's battle rap. I don't care. Like, I don't even think about that shit when I'm on stage.
And I mean, you embrace URL yet again with your third, with the real talk, the grown man bars in the third.
My third was for me. Like, my third was literally for me. It wasn't for nothing but me. Like, I had to just. It's a different, like, yo, like, even that, my angles in my third, like, my first angle, that's shit I relate to. Like, there's always a part of my bars where I'm gonna say some shit I relate to or I feel, because I can't just, like, yo, I'd be real. The whole just trying to punch every bar thing, it got really boring for me. Because after, I keep it real, this is how I feel. Before me and Raptor came in, I feel like everyone after that started, I'm not saying they emulated, I just feel like everyone was like, oh shit, we have to up our levels. I feel like there was a lot of, yo, punchlines came around way more than they were before. I feel like that style became a lot more popular. And even just that people, even battlers, because they probably just felt more comfortable not having to like finish a bar with a punchline, you know what I mean? They could do other things and get reaction, but I feel like after me and Raptor came in, there was a lot of punchline, wordplay shit that came about, and it just became a bit boring to me sometimes. So sometimes I just like rapping. I might be wrong, like, but before me and Raptor, there wasn't that many people rapping like in the style that is proper popular now. Which is wordplay. It's just bare wordplay. Like, even the tryouts, like they all kind of have this wordplay style, and it's like, that's not something I adopted. That's not something I saw someone else do and wanted to do it. I'm not saying that's what happened. And even battlers that were out, like, even the battlers we know that were out, like, I feel like they felt under pressure a bit. Like, yo, all right, cool, we've got up our levels. It's a good thing. But the styles started blending into that one. That's why I always try to do something different in every round. That's why I did the Italian thing with him. I was like, yo, I always try and think of something that's not been done or something that's different. Even with the whole first round angle to Shocks, it's like, yo, it's never been done before. Like, even when I did the Grand Dialect, I was like, yo, no one's back. I was like, why am I the first person? He's battled hella people. Why did it take me? Like, yo, I'm going to do this. Like, I don't just want to be bars. Like, I even said it to Quill the other day, I was like, I get bored of punchlines now because everyone does them. Just the whole back-to-back punchline and a forced wordplay. Even when I do it still, of course I do it, because that was my style when I came in the game. Like, I came in, you can go to my first battle I was doing it. But I just came with that third round angle because, first of all, I thought, I didn't end it the way I wanted to. I had another 4 bars. But, like, yo, that was the shit that was going on in my head, like, through the prep of this battle, the Cortez battle, everything. So I was like, yo, I'm still building a story. That's how I look at it. I'm still building a story. So So you can go and be like, you can watch that battle, you can hear, oh, rah. Like, it's still part of my story. Like, I have a character, like, which isn't a character, it's just me. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I have shit I need to say. I have shit you can follow. You can hear my life in my bars, whether that's on a tune or in a battle.
Yeah, I love the way you took the end of his Quill verse. The one rounder, you know, can't compare the ways of grind, and it was awesome.
The worst thing is that would have gone off way better. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
So those things, I'm still kind of catering to the crowd, because when I'm writing that, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna flip this on him, but I'm not catering to the crowd. I mean, because it's like, yo, I'm gonna flip this on him, but the crowd don't know that I'm doing that. No one in the crowd knew what that was. Yeah, the real battle rap fans do. The UK battle rap fans do. The ones that we be seeing all the time.
No, but I mean, the way you weaponized it, so you were referencing the archaic battle with his dog dying and he wasn't able to rhyme, and then you were saying, I wish the fucking sniffer dog died. That was, oh, man.
Yeah, Soul knew I was trying to put out, like, Soul knew I was going to put out the battle. I don't want to talk about the reasons why and all that shit. Like, just watch the battle, you can pick up the gist, you know what I'm saying? But, fucking, like, yo, no one, I said it in the battle, I was like, yo, I was gonna pull out, but I thought, fuck that, the UK, and I did. I literally thought, yo, fuck that. Like, to see, like, if we don't do this, they'll never even think to book another UK battle rapper on Summer Madness or any type of smack card. You know what I'm saying? Like, and slightly, no matter what, no one thinks, oh, you violated Soul. Yo, I wanted Soul to get this opportunity, 1,000%. I did not want to be the reason that Soul didn't get the shot he deserves. Like, I didn't want, no matter what drama I was going through, I did not want Soul to fucking lose his shot that he's fucking earned. Probably more than me.
And the rest of the day then, after the battle concluded, like, obviously you were there the whole time, like, were you on stage most of it? Were we in that little section? What did you think of the battles?
I went on stage. Like, I went on stage, I can't even lie. Like, I was running around. I was with my girl, I was just fucking, I was doing, just chilling out, bro. I was chilling out, I was speaking to Soul, fucking, I did a little interview with fucking he was running around with a camera. I was just chilling. I see Arsenal versus Twerk. That shit was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
Yo, I made a bet with Scoop Arsenal was gonna win. Arsenal's one of my favorite battlers, and people be like, what, Arsenal spits? It's like, bruv, like, he was like the first battler I ever see ever. So no matter how bad he does in whatever battles, I don't care. To me, it's like, yeah, that's Arsenal. Like, and I love the way he raps. Like, again, people don't get what that means. It's the way you rap. He could be saying nothing, but the way he raps to me is fire. Same with Cortez. I just think the way he raps is fire. Yeah. And I wanted him to beat Twerk. I can't even lie. I wanted him to beat Twerk. I made a bet with Scoop. He was like, nah, Twerk's going to win. I was like, nah, I got on Arsenal. And Arsenal spazzed the fuck out. Yeah. Arsenal was spazzing. And I felt so happy seeing like a fucking A-class fucking Arsenal. That was mad.
Yeah, it was one of his best ever performances. Like, he always shows out in the UK. Like,
one of his best ever. Fucking, yeah, that was one of the best Arsenals I've ever seen in my life. And to see that live was ridiculous.
And we got the live stream going. As always, got loads of questions to get to. One of them, Original J, saying, does Gem have any music projects coming up? I know you've been doing lots of stuff with Yizzy, right?
Me and Yizzy got a back-to-back EP coming up. The whole EP is just me and him, every tune, bar for bar, literally. The whole thing we be writing on the phone. Like, literally, he'll call me and we'll write a whole tune on the phone in like 2 hours or some shit. I was in the studio with him day before yesterday. Yeah, day before yesterday. We have the same manager. Like, me and Yizzy got the same manager. So like, I literally, after this battle, I had to do a couple things, and then like 2 days after, I was like, yo, I hadn't seen my manager and Yizzy in like properly in a minute. In it, I saw Yizzy at my battle, and I saw my manager at my Cortez battle, and I was like, yo, cool. And I went to see him. We're just talking about everything, the way everything's lined up, other shit I've got going on. It was just like a big promotional plan. This as well, like it's kind of in my contract that they promote my EP. Like, I put that in my contract. I was like, you don't have to promote my EP when it drops. So I'm working on my own EP. And then I'm working on one with Yizzy. And then from there, there'll just be more stuff. Like, I've got music videos waiting to drop. We just had to get this stuff lined out first. Like, had to get the film stuff done. And my management's so cool. Like, I fucking love them. They're fucking cool. Like, they'll get anything I want to get done, we'll get it done. Like, if I have an idea, it's going to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just as on everything as I am. So yeah, there'll be music coming out like so soon. It's unreal. Like now I have that. That's all. That's what I mean. Like this year I didn't think about battling. I was like, yo, this year's just gonna be about music. We've been doing shows all year, me and Yizzy. Just because the tunes ain't dropped, don't mean they ain't there. You know what I mean? We just making sure it's packaged right. Yizzy, if you make sure you go search, man. Make sure you go search Yizzy's music because Yizzy's music is fire. Yizzy's one of the best in Grime right now. Like Yizzy is ridiculous. Like, and he gets better every fucking month. Fucking annoys me.
How did you guys start working together?
Surprisingly, he was a fan.
Right.
He was a fan of mine before he even knew before he was even rapping. Like I had him on Snapchat, and he just used to hit me up, like saying, "Yo," just talking about my battles, or just saying, "Yo, it's fire," or just shut up or up. And then one day he sent me a tune. He sent me one of his music videos, and I clicked on it. And then I was like, "Yo, you're fire." I was like, "Yo, you're fire." I was like, "Yo, let's do a tune in it. Like, let's get in the studio." And then he was going to one studio that I know literally everyone who ran the studio, the producers there. I know it was called Samurai Sound. It's where I filmed my Not That Deep remix video. And I literally knew everyone who ever worked there. So I was just like, "Wow, that's mad. You go there." I was like, "That's in my ends. He's from Lewisham." So when he's telling me he goes to the studio in West, I was like, "Bro, that's mad." So I went there. First time I went there, some other guy, Reese West, he's another rapper that you're gonna see me I'm working with. He was there, and I've known him since I was 16. Like, so the whole thing just happened like mad organically. Like we know the same people. Then I was working with him for like a while, and then after doing like a few shows and that, his manager just was like, "Yo, like every time we do a show, like everyone's talking about you and him, like you two." Like he's like, that's when he picked me up. So he's like, "Yo, like let's work on something." And then he was always pushing to do an EP. Like we should do an EP. He used to tell me, like I don't know. He said it to Yizzy, and I was like, "Nah, Yizzy's doing his thing. Like we've already been like doing a lot of shit together. Like if Yizzy wants to do that, we can do that in it. But I'm not gonna force that because Yizzy's already been banging music. I need to play catch up a little. I'll be real, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not trying to eat off, man.
Yeah.
Like. Because I'm big in the battle rap world, but in the music world, I got my name. But Yizzy's been firing. Like Yizzy's literally been in papers, been on BBC. He's on radio. He does shit every fucking day. I see him the other day, and he come from BBC to studio, and he was on BBC the day I was at fucking Summer Madness. That's why he weren't there, because he was on the BBC. Like he's so active. So I was like, "Yo." And then Yizzy approached me. He's like, "Yo, let's do the back-to-back EP." And I was like, "Yeah, let's run it." And then ever since then, we've just been banging it out.
And Grime Rap Critic in the question.
You gotta remember, yo, Yizzy is only 18, by the way.
Oh, is that right? Shit.
Yizzy's 18 years old. I met him when he was 17. Like, he's young.
Grime Rap Critic, a few questions in the comments. Would Gem ever try and get on Lord of the Mics?
I don't know. I keep it real. Shouts to Grime Rap Critic as well. They was in the building. They always be doing shit. I don't know. I can't remember the last one I watched, and that's not me disrespecting it. Shouts Jammer. I grew up on fucking Lord of the Mics, but I ain't sure about the format. Like I'd have to be hit up about it properly. It's one of them ones. If they hit me up on it, like I have to know more, watch a few, see what actually. When was the last one? Like I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was just like, yo, just for the sake of saying I could be on Lord of the Mics, I'll probably do it. But I just have to see what it works with. I see the business behind it. Like them Red Bull clashes, they bang. Like I know more about them Red Bull clashes they do than Lord of the Mics right now. I can't remember the last Lord of the Mics, but I'm open to whatever. It just has to make sense on a business team, on just the look and everything. Like,
would you do a 2-on-2 clash? He asks.
Yeah, I would, and that might happen still. That might be happening still.
Sick. What, double impact free or something over here, or?
Oh no, not even that. But me and Yizzy might kill anyone. So
okay.
Me and Yizzy might have to team up and just destroy whoever they want to put in front of us.
I want to see you and Raws though. I want to see you and Raws, the old duo.
The old duo. Yeah, I replace Raws. We always talk about this on a banter thing. No, me and Raws would be fire, but
yeah.
I just know it's just That's on Raw. Raw's got to jump in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, I know, put it this way, I know Yizzy's level of hunger. Yizzy's level of hunger is like different. This nigga wakes up and writes bars before he brushes his teeth. Like, I swear to God. Like, every time I see him, he got new bars, got 5 new tunes. Like, he's on battling. Don't get twisted. He's hungry as shit to battle. He wants to battle. I'm the one that's like, nah, just chill off, bro. If you're doing, like, you don't need to jump in this world like that. But he's on doing the 2-on-2. We spoke about that a lot. On beat or off beat. So, and our chemistry is different. Our chemistry is fucking through the roof. Like, I've got great chemistry with Yizzy. I feel like me and Rose could do it, but I want to see him just jump in the ring so I know that, all right, cool, you're serious about it.
That's sick, man. That's sick that he's getting involved. Like, looking on Spotify, he's got like 70,000 streams and shit. This guy's got a following, like. Yeah,
like he don't fuck about. Like, he got, like, me and his tune is like one of the highest. It's got 400,000 streams. Whew. Like yours has got 400,000 streams. Let That Go, which someone has got, I think, more or something. Like, it's mad.
Trudon asking, Gem, why isn't there a love for UK street battlers from hood guys who love the URL style?
Ooh,
Tough question.
It's not that tough, to be honest. For me, it's all right, because visually, when you watch UK battle rap, that's not what it is. No matter who's battling, visually, that's not what it is. Visually, you don't see that, so you're gonna, like, that's why I say image is important, like, in anything. So Gift of the Gab, that's what Gift of the Gab should be. But Gift of the Gab need to build their level up to the point where they're drawing in a 100 roadman. 100 people that watch street battles, road battles. They need that, so then there becomes a scene instead of like 20, 30, 40 people, a lot of them being battlers, their friends. Even if it's 50, 60, we need to, like, actually draw in new fans, and it needs to be consistent. It's consistency as well. Like, you gotta remember, as much as I fuck with all the people that don't do street battles, you know what I'm saying? That fucking Shuffle T, O'Shea, like,
yeah.
UK battle rap is diverse, but it's very in the middle. It's very in the middle, but we have a lot of in-jokes. Even I do things that I wouldn't do. Even I had to adjust. Even there was things that I was like, yo, I thought this was moist. Like, I'll be real. Like, when I started, I was like, yo, these men are moist. These men are dickheads. Right. But I feel like if you initially just watch a battle and you might see, even, bro, Shuffle my guy, you might see a shuffle battle and you might not understand it, because I didn't at first. Like, I didn't understand what I was watching. And then I realized, yo, okay, you have to be there. Like, you have to understand the world. And it's for the people that don't understand. To them, it's like, oh, no. And it's not even Shuffle, because Shuffle actually, Shuffle to Yamada will probably go for anyone, because they're good at what they do. But there's a lot of people that aren't, and there's a lot of trash battles. Let's be real. There's a lot of trash battles. I said this. I was like, we need to screen battles. Like, at the stage we're in, where, like, there's a lot of, like, all right, let's keep it real. Since, in the past 2 years, who's really got good, like, fire? Like, all right, like say that you want to see them verse me, or you want to see them verse Soul, or you want to see them verse Tony. In the past 2 years, so since 2016. I'm not talking about people that came in before that, like Shocks. I'm talking about after that.
So what, the Bobby era? I'm not saying Bobby, but that sort of crop, or like...
Just whenever. I'm just saying, like, yo, you can't, like...
There aren't, Gem, there's not.
Exactly. So it's like we're losing more than we're gaining right now, and that's what I feel like people are very content with. Like, man, them are very content with the shit that's going on. Like, I ain't, but that's why I literally keep in my own lane. That's how I feel. I do battles that, like the last 2 battles I did, to me, they meant something. They're impactful, even if you don't think they're good. They don't have to be good. They're still impactful. Like, there's no one that's really came in like, yo, people coming in and killing it. There's no competitive edge, which is why I started that whole Battle of the Year shit today. And I'm going to be doing that next year as well.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's the thought process behind that?
It was just the lack of, there's no initiative in this battle rap shit. No one's taking no initiative. No one's taking the initiative to do too much. Like the battlers are very content. They're just very content with like the bare minimum, just easing through this thing. And I remember when I come in, yo, I come in around killers. And people are like, no, you didn't know, bro. Think about when I come in. When I come in, everyone started going ham with their bars. That's why I said it. Before me and Raptor came in, and maybe it's just the time. Maybe it's just the time. Maybe it's nothing to do with me and Raptor. Who knows? I feel like, yeah, that did have a part. And then bars became more popular. Bars became more popular. They weren't as popular to me in 2013, in 2012. Bars weren't as popular. Even some of your favorites now were doing mum jokes that wouldn't do mum jokes now.
Right.
I've never done mum, like, be real. Yo, Shorty is one of the best ever in the scene, the biggest battle rap star we've ever had. Hands down, I've got utmost respect for him. He's someone I fully fuck with as well. But even it took after Arsenal, his mum jokes went out the window.
Yeah.
After he battled Arsenal, he was like, you can tell his mentality. He's like, yo, all right, fuck the mum jokes. I'm going to show these men I can rap. Like, I feel like people started rapping when I come in, like, proper, like, and the people who were good at comedy, like Double L, who was fire, he was like one of my favorites. Double L was fire. C Major, Quill started coming with fire. Quill started being fire when he battled Raptor.
Yep.
That's when Quill was like, yo, Quill started being fire. We had, even old people, like, when they brought back Lego for that Sunburn card that I was on. Tally was firing when he was against me. Tox came in. Like, Tox had one of the best fucking...
Oh, the tryout against Future. Yeah, so
like,
good.
I come in around a competitive atmosphere. Like, mad competitive. I remember Double L telling, like, someone's like, yo, Double L, you should battle him after, like, my Frankie battle. And he's like, nah, he's not ready yet. Like, them shit. So I'm like, okay, all this shit. I remember wanting to kill Yunnan and Dialect. Kill them. I remember that. I remember feeling like, yo, these two are the top guys. They were the top guys when I came in, other than Tony. Because Soul wasn't looked at in that way right when I came in. He wasn't looked at as, like, it was Yunnan and Dialect. They were like, yeah, you two are the next people in line for the title shot. That's literally where I came in at.
Yeah.
So it was like, other than Tony, it was Yunnan Dialect. Like, I remember, yo, I'm going to do shit to get these battles. People don't feel like that now. People don't feel like, yo, I want to battle Gem. They don't care if they battle me or not. That's weird to me. They don't care if they battle Quill. They don't care how they, like, or Shocks or no one, like, yo, build yourself up. Like, yo, I remember thinking, yo, I've got to get better. I've got to get better. If I like, I cared. No one cares no more. Like, and that's why the hierarchy of the shit's disappeared.
So
like, when people say they're top tier, yeah, it makes me want to kill myself. They ain't top tier. Like, the GoFundMe is a way to, to be fair, yeah, because to be real, there's only two people in my head that can claim Battle of the Year.
Yeah.
And either way, they deserve something. And this is something I'm going to do next year as well. So next year, we'll see who really gives a flying fuck. And even if it's the same people again, fuck it. Let's make this shit more interesting. I'm going to put in money to that thing. I started it. I'm going to put in money.
How are we going to decide it?
I'm going to pick judges.
Okay.
I'm going to pick some judges. I'm going to be one. Everyone's on the thing like, yo, like, I see, like, I see someone saying, like, the UK battle rap group was already going to start it. They've already been talking about it. And it's like, well, what is there to talk about? Yeah, it's like, what's there to talk about? Like, you've been talking about it. Just do it. I don't take nothing. I just did it. Like, this was a thought I had today. I just come home with this thought. I've been out doing shit. I was sitting on my computer and I was just like, when I was talking about some battle rap shit, I was just like, yo, the fuck? Like, why don't we just do this now? Let's give these lot rewards, innit? Like, whoever's been doing the best this year, yo, they deserve something at the end of the year. I'm not even trying to copy Champion. Fine. It just is what it is.
Yeah, it's just a pot, isn't it? It's just for any sort of sport. Like,
fuck it. Like, let's show respect to the ones who actually be grinding. Like, I feel to do a stock drop list. I feel to do all this shit. Like, it's literally put pressure on this shit now. Because it's just, this year has been very, very happy-go-lucky, innit? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, friendly battles. If people lose, they don't care. Get rid of these niggas. Get rid of all the fucking dead weight. Like, yo, I want to see next year people firing. And if I don't really care. It ain't really going to affect me.
Yeah. You're on URL now. Like, you're above it. Like,
no, but not even that. I don't even look at myself like I'm above it. I don't want to come across like I'm not big-headed. Like, these lot might look at me like I'm big-headed. I don't care what I say. I don't care to lie behind the screen like a lot of people do. Like, just be like, we need to be. I said the scene needs to do the scenes part. Like, you can't expect Soul, Dialect, Gemini, Shocks, whoever to just quill, to just do everything, or like the leagues to do everything. Yo, the scene has to do the shit. The scene has to want to help the scene grow. You can't rely on the scene to just stay the same. Like, yo, if you want the scene to grow, let's grow it. If you don't want to grow it, fine. I don't really care, because I'm gonna get what I want from the scene, no matter what. I'm gonna get what I want, but I still want the scene to do well.
And
so yeah, that's where it comes from. And I just want to, I'll just ask slightly, just want to give a reward to whoever is the battle of the year. Like, there's one event left, and that could be the decider. For me, yeah, it's between Soul and Dialect. I'll keep it real. They're the only two people. They're the only two people who deserve this shit. Soul or Dialect.
I mean, shout out to Dialect, but it's clearly Soul, though.
I need to, that's the thing. I haven't got it on paper. Like, I don't know on paper. I'm just thinking of the, I'm thinking of the two people who've been putting in the most work this year, and it's them. Good battles, back to back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it is clearly Soul. You know what I mean? Maybe it clearly is. And if Soul gets it, I'm happy. If Dialect gets it, I'm happy. But it's between them. No one else is close. Not me, not no one.
No.
Like, no one's close. So fuck it. One of them deserves that. Maybe, bruv, maybe I'll give it to both of them. I don't even care. Maybe I'll give one person more and the second person gets something. Like, I'm starting this with 2 months left of the year. 1 month, a month and a half left of the year. I'm going to be starting this next year from the fucking beginning of the year.
Yeah, we'll promote it here. We'll put the link in the description as well.
I ain't come up with a name for this shit by the time I do it next year.
Yeah.
It'll be proper. This ain't me trying to copy J Black. I don't care. Shout outs to J Black, because J Black always says on his thing, he's like, everyone could, he's like, league should be doing this. Why did it take me?
Yeah.
He's like, because he says he's probably not going to do it no more, I think. He said.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, anyone can take my format and do it, but you won't. Like, anyone can take it. This shouldn't be something. This shouldn't be something that it took me to even say.
Well,
like, there should be ideas to keep this shit going 24/7. I've got other shit that I've got coming that is still gonna be a good look for battle rap. Like, that I'm working on with other people that we think about the shit. Even if I don't battle, there's ways to grow the scene in other ways. Or to add some edge to it, just keep it entertaining. Like, it's not as hungry as it used to be. That's important, man. Because this is something I don't want to leave. But it's like, if the scene dies, I'm not going to stay. Like, let's be real. If the scene dies out, like, there's no scene for me to be a part of. And me starting to GoFundMe and shit, it doesn't take long. I put a post up. Bruv, I put the post up. And then I was like, fuck this. Before someone else decides to jump on this, because they're like, yeah, we should get, who's we? I was like, who the fuck is we? This is fuck this. I'm starting this GoFundMe now. Bang, done. It took me all of 3 minutes to make that GoFundMe. I've never made one in my life.
Well, again, we'll put the link down below.
It'll be in this link.
Yeah. I mean, people definitely go support this. I think it's a really, really good idea. I think, we are almost at the end of the year, but it's kind of perfectly placed really. We've got 6 weeks to go. We've still got a huge mega event to go. So, the paradigm could shift. Are you going to be at the All-Star game?
No, man. It's in Manny. I'm not. Not as in that. It's just in Manchester. Like, I'd love to come. Let's go through the card. Let's do a little prediction for that.
All right, let's go. LSD major concerns.
Bro, why are you doing this to me on purpose, bro? You know as well. You fucking know as well. I don't know who they are, bro. I'm so sorry. I don't.
What do you think about Chris Lees versus Corsi?
You're a prick for that as well, because you knew what you was doing. You're a prick. You're trying to make me that guy. You're not really. Yeah, bro, I hope they have a good battle, innit? Like, salutes to them.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I mean, we don't know who O'Shea's battling. O'Shea's battling a mystery. A lot of people are speculating it could be some comedian or something. I don't really know who the fuck he's battling. But Rivers versus Big Cannon, Gem.
I'm edging Big Cannon 2-1.
Yeah,
because Rivers is fire. Rivers, I've said this. I think Rivers. I'll hope Rivers next year just fires through this shit, because Rivers has the potential to be one of the best in my eyes, just character-wise, just originality, style, which is 90% of this shit. But I feel it depends which Big Cannon turns up. Wait, I shouldn't say that. If we get an A-star Big Cannon, he's very hard to beat, boy. Like, even for me, bro, like, I keep it real. Like, getting Big Cannon is hard to beat. I wouldn't say, yo, I'll just free Big Cannon.
Yeah, Raptor Big Cannon, like, Jesus, if he's on that level,
yeah,
like...
to me, no disrespect, I don't think that's his best level either.
Right,
I've seen more dangerous Big Cannons. Like, I've seen a dangerous Big Cannon, like, and I don't watch his battles too much. Like, I've seen a few, but I've seen, like, sometimes where he's just on a different level, like, and his projection's crazy. I don't know. But I want Rivers to win. Obviously, I want all the UK dons to win. But I'm not gonna lie. I think Big Cannon will win.
Caustic versus...
But either way, yo, I'm so happy that Rivers.
Incredible.
Like, shouts to Rivers. Like, please do your thing, bruv. Kill him, innit?
What about Lease versus Caustic?
I need to see the Chris Lease that battled Soul and the Chris Lease that battled Tony. Because that Chris Lease is dangerous, motherfucker. Like, Caustic, I feel like that's a close one, like, and I don't even like saying that. I like being able to pick a winner. But it just depends who comes on what level. Like, I don't watch too many Caustic battles. I can't remember. The last one I think I see was maybe him against Big K.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Has he had a battle recently? That's like,
he's had a few. He battled Bonnie, and he's battled a few other people, but he's not been on it. Like,
yeah, I've seen them things. But I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win that. I don't know. I keep it real. Chris Lease though, he is one of, like, I feel like Chris Lease is one of the best, and I feel like next year we just need to get back to making cards that are based around the fire people. Shouts to Premier Battles though, because they've actually been putting on this whole fucking year.
Oh yeah.
Like, they actually have. Like, when I talk about a lot of things wrong with the scene, Premier Battles have been killing it. But I feel like Premier Battles is almost like for the Northerners. And that sounds like mad. It's like just not even the battles, just like the environment, the style, the chants and all that shit. Like, me and Tox were saying it's got that feel in it. So they've almost catered to like a whole market. So I rate that. Like, and they're kind of the niche in this thing right now. But hopefully this will help build the Premier Battles, the whole thing of the whole whatever the fuck I'm trying to say.
The brand, the vision.
The whole brand. Like, they've got sponsors, like little things like that. That shows the effort. They got sponsors. Like, it's not that, like, leagues. It's not that hard to get sponsors. Do you know how you get sponsors? Call them. Like, you have to make the phone call. Like, they're not gonna holler you. You gotta call these people up, negotiate, talk business with them properly. How do you think anyone gets a sponsor? You think people are going to holler you to want to sponsor you? No, they're not. But you'd be surprised at what the people will do if you call them on a business level. I know how people get sponsors. It's a phone call. And a business plan.
Yeah, I remember when Crep Protect sponsored an 8th birthday, I think.
Yeah. I mean, like, these things happen. Like, these things happen from just being on point and, like, giving a fuck. That's what I mean. It's little things. I'm not going to call leagues. I'm not going to call up people to sponsor your league. But if I ran a league, you think I wouldn't be calling sponsors up? Calling people up like, yo, even if they say no, like, you got to do it to know they're saying no. Like, even little sponsors, little things, inviting people to events, inviting like a rapper, even paying someone to do a fucking walkthrough, paying someone to promote the event, pay a fucking rapper £100 or £200. Do what you have to do. Like, that's what I mean. Pay something, like, whatever. Like, there's things you can do to build the scene, and that's why I respect Premier Battles, because they got their whole shit patterned uniquely, down to getting custom-made shirts. Like, that's fire.
Love that.
Yeah.
What about Dialect versus Loso?
Again, it's a hard one to call.
Very.
Again, it's a very hard one to call, because I don't know how Loso is going to translate. I feel like if he translates well, Loso's got more punchlines than Dialects. Like, that's what I say. Dialect's got a more Dialect. Like, I don't know. I prefer the way Dialect's got the unique. Dialect's unique. You know what I mean? Again, I like people that are unique. Like, he's got a unique cadence and flow. Like, down to his cadence. His cadence is like mad. Even his fucking voice tone's crazy. But I don't know. I feel like that would be close. I'm going to lean towards Dialect just because I ain't seeing Loso out here, so I don't know how he's going to translate. And that's a big thing.
Absolutely. What about Koj versus Mike P? I mean, this one.
I think this could be. I think this battle of the night.
Yeah, I think it probably will be.
Unless Koj does a Koj, and if he does, I don't want to see him again.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't do another Koj. Koj, you're back. Like,
yeah, I don't want to hear your excuses. I don't know what they ever were. Yeah. That's why I don't know I don't know what the hell your excuses ever were, cause so don't do it, because I actually want to see you up. Like, this is what I mean. Koj don't take it seriously. He chooses when he does. But let's be real. If Koj was always fire, he could be that guy. Oh, bro, I have to see him. You know what I mean? I have to go see Koj. Like me, we all do. Me, I do. Soul does. Fucking Quill does. Like everyone. Oh, Quill did. But
yeah.
That battle wasn't that competitive for me. I'll be real. Just it didn't feel like. I don't know. It didn't have that edge for it. I watched it and I was like, yeah, I feel like Koj got it, but the edge weren't there for me. It weren't. I don't know. Didn't have that edge. Like when I heard he beat him, I was expecting it to be like a proper battle or something, and it felt more like than I wanted it to be.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. But I think Koj's fire. I just feel like, again, focus on your craft, take it seriously. Like, we should not let people not take this seriously now, because the more we do that, we're not taking ourselves seriously. And I know it's funny, half the weird shit that goes on in battle rap, like, yo, yeah, he turned up drunk and we let people get away with it. But it's like, is that how we want to be seen now? Now that all this extra shit happens, and even before the Summer Madness shit, it's like, yo, we're trying to draw more attention. We shouldn't let these people just get away with it. Like, we shouldn't, like, yo, I've stumbled, I've choked, I've done all this shit, but I've come back. I've never stopped rapping. I've never, like, yo, even when I fuck up, I still finish. I still do fire after my fuck ups. Like, I'm not trying to fuck up. I don't walk into a battle thinking, yo, I'm gonna fuck up. Like, when even if I do, like, I write my shit so I can do other like, I can catch myself. I've switched my whole rounds around before, like, jumped in between verses and shit. Like, I just don't think, like, yo, Koj's fire and Koj should put in that work. But I think that's battle of the night. I can't pick a winner, but I feel like that's definitely battle of the night. I think that will be the best battle, one of the best battles of the year, if they both come on their A game. If they don't, then I've got Mike P winning. And if Koj sucks, then you just suck, bro, at life. Because if you suck in this battle, I'm going to be so mad, I'm going to block you. I swear to God.
And finally, Soul versus Ilmac headlining.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck. I have to just take back everything I said. No, this is going to be better than that.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck was I on about? Yeah, this is going to be fire. Especially, yeah, this is going to be fire. I know Soul has like been writing for him as well. Like, I think he knew about this battle for a while. So this is a better matchup than me and Soul. Like, for me, like, this is like, I don't know, their styles to, oh yeah, this is going to be crazy.
What are your thoughts on Ilmac? Like, I don't think I've ever heard you really speak about him.
I think Ilmac's sick. Out of all the King of the Dot lot, he's my favorite. Because I'm not really like, I'm not saying this because the brand,
yeah.
I ain't saying this because the brand seems to fucking hate me with a passion. I wasn't like a big Thesaurus fan. Like, a lot of people say he's one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
His style for me just never hit. I feel like Ilmac doesn't come off as corny as a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. He's got more finesse with it, the way he raps. Like, I think he's crazy. I think Ilmac's sick. Like, I think Ilmac's fire. And I think, like, he's one of the best from that kind of scene that they got out there. He's definitely, like, top 3. I don't know, like, it's him, Pat Stay, Disaster. They're, like, my top 3 from that side. And they're, like, the ones I'll check for. Like, if an Ilmac battle drops, I'll look at it. Like, if a lot of them, I don't watch a lot of King of the Dot battlers, I'll be just honest in it. Like, I just don't. Because a lot of it, again, it just don't hit for me. But yeah, I think Ilmac's sick. Like, even me, I battled Ilmac. I think he's fire.
Yeah, I watched Ilmac versus JC recently again on RBE.
Crazy.
Such a fucking good battle.
Crazy.
Such a good battle from both of them.
And I prefer the way, again, you know me, I don't like the random punchline guys too much. He raps.
Yeah.
He raps. Like, he ain't someone who's just, his style is his own. He raps.
That's December 1st. You know, pick up the pay-per-view if you're not.
Pick up the pay-per-view. Make sure you get down to the building. Make sure you support the whole team. Make sure you support the All Stars. Make sure you support Premier Battles. Go follow them on Twitter, Instagram, everything.
And what about you, Gem? How do people follow you? Your music?
Follow me on Gemin1_LDN on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Always the same.
And I guess the Battle with Soul is going to be out in about 2 months then.
I mean, yeah, if it ain't, boy.
Yeah.
If it ain't, boy, I'm hitting up Chico like, what the fuck? We had this as an agreement, cuz. Yeah. I made sure, bro, because I know they be holding battles for like 7 years.
Yeah,
bro.
It's crazy. Like, there's stuff from like, I don't know, stuff from like SM8 that isn't out yet, and that was so long ago. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, we're not doing that. Like, my battles need to be out in a reasonable time, cuz. So I'm happy that happens. But yeah, man, make sure you go donate to the Battler of the Year.
Yeah.
If you see your favorite battler, get some money at the end of this thing, and we're gonna do it again next year, and we're gonna keep doing it as long as I can keep doing it. And I'm gonna call it something. I'm gonna do it properly. I'm gonna pick a panel. Like, I literally thought of this shit before I got on the phone with you. That's why it took me so long, because I made this shit happen then. So I'm gonna come up with an actual system, and I'll actually come up with a system. I'll pick my own judges. You might be a judge for, you know, you probably will be a judge.
I'm there, man. I'm there.
Like, I've got you. I want the Sarcasm City. I've got fucking Bloodstro, maybe Kruger.
Yeah.
Has to be people that are like fully unbiased. People can say I'm biased. I don't give a fuck. I hate you all equally. I hate everyone equally, bro. I'm not biased to no one. I hate you all. So yeah, no, that's something. I'm like literally like my fucking Facebook's still going off because of this shit.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, this is literally just launched. So anyone listening to this in the future, maybe this is a huge institution in UKBR, and Gem founded it right here on the 15th of November. But yeah, as always, of course, as well, follow us at battlerapresume, Patreon.
Patreon.
You know, leave a review on iTunes, subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff you always know. We'll put the link down below to all of Gem's stuff and to the GoFundMe as well. But Gem, thank you as always, man.
Thank you, brother. Always a pleasure, cuz.
Don't tell me why I wouldn't want something like yours. See the man in my talk, but they don't back that chat. Till they see me with a gal, I'm gonna back that chat. For my dogs, I'ma run up in your road, man, shack. And let that thing go, skin of that. So they don't wanna bring it to them if they try fight. The brother of my slice, the brother for my guys. We're chucking this night, I'm coming, it's my time. We can spit them on the rhythm under the night, man. I got hip on deck everywhere I go. Stick in the chest till they snare, I know. We get it blessed, link me a Z. Bah. Don't know where's my show. Yeah. Sounds of the